heard it said, where we are affects who we are. And I think we have the chance to understand ourselves better if we understand where we come from. Understanding who and what came before us is the task of each generation. It is the machinery in the hands of free people. Hi, my name's Josh, and I'm producing this series because Appalachia is my home. I choose to live here. Hometowns is about exploring the communities that make small-town America unique. This season, I'll take you on a journey off the beaten path through Southwest Virginia to hear personal stories from those who know the land and her story, because her story is my story. No, I don't run around barefoot, and I still have all my teeth. I also don't drive down the road waving a shotgun from my pickup window. I drive a Toyota. Don't get me wrong, this place has its warts. But if that's all I showed you, you'd miss out on the remarkable, breathtaking beauty of its natural wonders and the rich depth of its cultural heritage that, in a sense, are at the heart of what it means to be an American. In truth, it was yellow journalism and egregious stereotypes perpetuated as fact that set me on this course of picking up a camera to record what I see right in front of me. Before this, I spent the better part of a year producing an independent docuseries called Exploring Appalachia for my film company, Mountain Roots. A cultural journalism of sorts combined with a desire to make documentary films. The result has been an international audience, intrigued by the colorful yet complex history of this region. Millions of viewers on Facebook and YouTube have seen my trips around Appalachia that counter the popular narrative that, at best, is negative regarding this, albeit ancient, region. In this spirit, I am venturing on a new journey with PBS Appalachia to explore the towns that so many people still call home, their hometown, to unearth remarkable stories and the people behind them. I would be doing you, the viewer, a disservice if all I showed you was the drive-by trauma tourism and ruin porn, which I have found in nearly every state across the United States. Central Appalachia will surprise you. The resilience of its inhabitants, given the adversity dealt them at times, will humble you, filling you with empathetic compassion. And it is this story, the story of Appalachia, heck, the story of America, that encourages me to keep sharing, keep telling, keep shining a light on our hometowns. For many people, there's a magnetism, a strong sense of place about Appalachia that keeps them rooted here. Even for folks not from this region, they pick up on this. It's an endearing quality, an intangible feeling that somehow breaks through the surface. The mountains have a way of getting in your soul. It's infectious. Take the small mountain hamlet of Newcastle, nestled in Virginia's highlands between the rugged mountain terrain of West Virginia and the ever-broadening tobacco country of Virginia's rolling hills and farmlands extending east to the coastal regions. People have been coming here for a long time, and staying, for many, a lifetime. One such person I had the pleasure of speaking with is Diane Givens, who herself has called Newcastle home for nearly 40 years.
Did you grow up here, or?
I'm sometimes referred to as a foreigner.
A foreigner?
Okay. I've only lived here 37 years.
Okay. So what's that benchmark? Is it 50 years?
I don't
they
know.
Adopt you
I don't know
as
yet.
one? Okay. Well,
we don't.
keep checking in.
We don't know when I'm going to be a native.
So tell me about Newcastle. Why is Newcastle here?
Well, it's amazing to think back and try to imagine what it was like in the 1700s when people just could not tolerate the conditions in Europe, in Ireland and Scotland, and had to just kind of risk everything and get on a little boat and come across the ocean. Well, they got there. A lot of those people didn't want to live in a big city. They didn't want to be in Philadelphia or wherever. They were looking for freedom and space. So they started working their way gradually west. A lot of people, I would call them strong, brave pioneers, got this far in Virginia, looked around and said, yes, the landscape and the mountains, the scenery looked like home, whether it was Europe or Scotland or Ireland.